Hello everyone, welcome to Redmen TV. It is fan reaction time as Liverpool beat AC Milan by 3-2. Sorry, as Liverpool come back from behind at half-time to beat AC Milan by 3-2. I'm going to get straight into more comments from Twitter, but I'm going to start with some of the ones in the YouTube chat now. I want to say welcome to Raymundo and Iggy Eagle as first teamers. You got access to some emotes, you also got access to some discounts, and you got access to what will be Monday's final words, so after the Crystal Palace game and those Monday final words thereafter. So thank you very much for your support. Comment from Daniel Lobb says, wonderful game, even with conceding 2, got to be happy with that. Probably yes and no, I suppose, in the scheme of things. It doesn't really matter. This is all about getting points on the board. It's about getting your wins at home, which Liverpool have done successfully. The performance, I suppose, we can take apart, later on in the evening, and we will do tomorrow morning in the final word. But I suppose you have to ask question marks if some of the defending, that 5-minute spell we just seem to lose our heads, is a little bit concerning, but I suppose it's outweighed by the fact that we came back from behind ourselves to win the game. It's always a bit difficult when you're making a couple of changes. I think we discussed before the game, is how many changes is too many changes? Are you going to lose a bit of rhythm? And I think that's where the goals kind of came from. So I'm not going to dig anybody out, but I think Joe Gomez is obviously dragged out of position by Rebic for the first one, which kind of leads to a couple of mistakes. Midfield wasn't too great, but I thought for 90% of that game, I think Liverpool were bang on form. And again, it's one of those things where some of the comments I'll come to on Twitter are a bit repetitive because it's the same thing of Liverpool doing really well at creating chances. Liverpool playing some really good football. It was a really good game of football, but Liverpool weren't taking loads of chances. But we got there in the end. That's all that matters, as the comment says. 3 points on the board. We're happy. Etham exploring with $5 Canadian says, who else is yelling Hendo with a bulge in their pants? I swear to God, I haven't watched it back, but the last person I expected to hit the target from that kind of range was Jordan Henderson, who I'm sure himself was screaming Gerrard in his head as he absolutely lashed that into the ball into the back of the net. It's a quality finish, and fair play to him. Iggy Eagle, a couple of comments, says 3-0 Gomez does not do a skirt. We were there. We were the better team. Plain simple as that. Yeah, I think it's easy to say when you won a game of football that you can allow those mistakes. I said it the other day about Sadio Mane when he's missing a handful of chances. It's okay, you've won the game. You can let that slide as long as these players kind of learn from it. And again, he's finding his feet. He's been out for a long period of time. Players will make mistakes even at the highest level. It's just frustrating that we end up going 2-1 behind and we all lose our heads. I think at that point. Iggy Eagle also in the comments says, I love Origi. It's a shame we can't use him a bit more. Yeah, I think everyone was quite surprised when he was in the starting lineup and he played that game. But I thought for large parts his pressing was exceptional. I'm not too sure about the supply that we kind of got to him in parts. He has a great chance in the first half where he tries to cross in from Andy Robertson. He just didn't get enough purchase on the ball to put it towards the goal, and it's 10 yards wide. But to be honest, it was a better performance from Divock Origi than I was expecting. So a bit of a shame that he got injured in and around the hour mark. Hopefully it's not too serious. We'll have more on that when we have it. Joel family says, well, that was exciting, wasn't it? Entertainment. Yeah, 100%. My mood has gone from very happy to oh god, we're 2-1 behind. My head's gone to extremely ecstatic. I'm currently on cloud 9. As a lot of you guys, the comments are absolutely flying in. Etham Exploring says the 2 goals are fixable problems. Overextended on the right hand side. Problems I think we don't have with Virgil at the back. And yeah, as a point that I made before, I think you have to allow Joe Gomez some sort of integration. Now, I said in the build-up show and when we've been talking up this week, I wouldn't have started him because when the pressure was on, it was a big game. Milan are, from what we saw on the attacking side, and they went for it. But, he has to get minutes under his belt. Whether he'll start against Crystal Palace, I don't know. But, Liverpool came back from behind. That's all that matters. And we won the game. Neil Bick with $8.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Says, gents, thoughts on Naby? Can't help but thinking he'll never make the grade. To be honest, no. Errol made the point during the show that he's kind of taken up that Genie Wijnaldum role, which he kind of took off Jordan Henderson, of either putting out fires, helping out in left back and right back to win the ball back. And then, it's not a glorious or what we expect from Naby, but it's just a couple of step overs, drop the shoulder, keep up with the ball, and just pop it off to Fabinho or pop it off to one of the fullbacks and keep Liverpool moving. That's what that role is within this Liverpool side, and Genie's been hammered for it. Before him, it was Jordan Henderson that got hammered with it. It's just the way that Klopp likes to play within our system. I think you could argue maybe going forward, you might have expected a bit more from Naby Keita, but I think he was in the right positions. He was picking up pockets of space in between the lines. I thought his performance was pretty decent, if I'm being honest. But if you feel different, that's completely fine. Etham exploring is okay. We'll go on. Joshua Lowe said, "Now we pressed well today. We had a lot better in the first half than the second." Yeah, I think that's a lot of seeing for a lot of players, particularly in that midfield. Fabinho, I thought was immense again today, but again, a 5-minute brain fart between probably the whole team down that right hand side, and we can see 2 goals. Darks and a Nightmare, welcome as a wonder kid. Thank you so much. Brian Glow, that I thought really played very well, has a nice assist for Salah's goal. I completely forgot about the assist from Mohamed Salah for Mohamed Salah's goal for David Origi as well. I think we're all a little bit shocked that it was him that gave it, but it just shows what he's capable of, and probably adds to the frustration of David Origi of going, well, we know there's a player there, we know there's a lad who's shown different facets of his game. We're getting an assist, getting in the right positions, playing on the shoulder of the player, which I think Klopp said before the game is why he picked him. But also he's got an assist dink over in his locker. And I said before, during the live stream, if Pirlo's doing that or Messi's doing that, everyone sat here applauding. So credit to Divock Origi where it's due. Thought he was good. Rob Davis says, great performance except the last few minutes of the first half. Great watching the watch long lads. 3 points, bring on Porto. Thank you so much for the support. Me and Errol are still buzzing. Errol's floating around here somewhere. You enjoyed yourself, didn't you? Yeah, Errol's dancing over there in the corner. We'll be back with an instant match reaction. So Errol will be back at some point tonight. I had some tweets saved that I wanted to kind of talk about as well. Seb Atty, Mr. Bolty, says, great game, minutes for lots of players, but we have to start putting away chances consistently again. That was more of our problem last season, irrespective of injuries. Yeah, I think it's getting to the point now where, whether it's just for our own confidence or our own mental well-being, Liverpool start putting these chances away. I think Salah's penalty is 9 times out of 10, I think he scores that. He's leathered the ball down a little before and it's gone in. I think it's good save from the goalkeeper. Jota on the follow-up again, equal to it with the goalkeeper. But I think the point's right. I think you see teams that we play, and AC Milan are a really good example of that, they hardly had any chances, yet they put theirs away. And I think we see that with other clubs that either we play or we watch a match of the day of going, well, they only need 4 chances and they're getting goals. So I think that will come, whether that's me being a bit naive or that's me being a bit hopeful. I think that will come in terms of confidence. And, I think we're fortunate again that we can sat here, and I can say that because it's not cost us points. And same on Sunday, it cost us points on Sunday. I agree. I think we're all a little bit more infuriated with the missed chances, but Liverpool have won and they've got 3 points, so don't really care. Hannes Habit Jaw says, what the fuck just happened? I can breathe again now. God, I love European nights. And we're going to have plenty more of this. Errol made the point in the watch long as well. We've got Porto, we might want to kind of seek revenge. They're a decent side, so we can't take them for granted. We've got Atletico Madrid. We know what they're about. Obviously, they're a very good side, stubborn side, who we've faced plenty of times before. But I think, again, maybe it's naively or hope that will bring out the best in Liverpool. So we can't go into any game thinking that it's an easy 3 points and basically do, partly what Manchester United did yesterday and kind of coast. You're playing high-level European football and we've got 3 tough teams. I think someone pointed out we were all unbeaten so far in the domestic leagues, including us. So it is a tough group, and it's important that Liverpool start to put points on the board and go on to Porto and get another win, and just, make it as easy as possible, if that is such a thing. And Rome Voice says, we did everything but score, loads to batter them, felt like we were levels above them. If only we had someone at Lewandowski, Haaland to bury them in. Nice to see Gomez back at it, he was boss. Fab is fab, glad Hendo got his Gerrard moment. What a season it's going to be. Yeah, I think there's loads of positivity coming out of that game. It's that 5-minute spell just before half time. I think we did completely batter them. I think we were lucky not to get 2-3 goals in before half time, which I think where Liverpool should have been at. Massive had a couple of headers. We were causing AC Milan some real problems, and they just kind of held on to it, and maybe they were galvanised and gained a bit of confidence, thinking, well, it's 5 minutes to go for half time, we may as well go for it. Well, that was their tactics or whatever. But it's all made easier and it's more enjoyable if you go into half time 3-4-0 up, and then you can go, well, actually, you can enjoy 45 minutes. But we're Liverpool fans, and we know that it doesn't work like that, and we like to go right to the wire. And the final one from Dean Murray says, my God, what a game of football from the Reds from start to finish. Apart from the 2 lapses in concentration, we need to win our home games to get out from a group like this, and we're off to a good start. And what a strike from Hendo up the Reds. You'll never walk alone. So the points I kind of repetitive, but I think everyone's got the same kind of thoughts of great 3 points, we've won, happy days. Worry about those lapses in concentration, which can be worked on. Important minutes to some important players. We've rested a few players kind of ahead of Crystal Palace on Saturday afternoon, and it's all good for Liverpool. We're in there. We're 3 points up. We've got a nice little win. We come back from behind against AC Milan. Who'd have thought it? I'm very happy. You should be very happy. Keep your thoughts coming. If you enjoyed the game, I want to go and do the play rating. So the link should be in the description. If it's not, it'll be on the YouTube tab. So we're back in about 5-10 minutes with the play rating. So come and join me for that and give me your thoughts on the players. And we'll do a little man of the match poll as well. Thank you very much. Please like the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll be back very shortly. I'll see you soon.
Hello everyone, we have just released a fresh batch of author-signed editions of Hendo 10 Years of Red, our limited edition commemorative Jordan Henderson book. The first 2 runs of those sold out pretty quickly, so we decided to do one more batch, but make sure you get them quick because they are flying out the doors at the moment. A perfect gift for a Liverpool fan in your life, or just treat yourself. The book is incredible. We're very, very proud of it. Incredible cover artwork and interior artwork by Jonny Weisberg, some of the best artists as well on the Liverpool scene have all contributed great Jordan Henderson unique pieces to it. There's in-depth articles, features, memories, photos, and a hell of a lot more as well. Get your Jordan Henderson 10 Years of Red book right now at redmenmerch.com. Cheers.